Every year, roughly $3 trillion in global trade moves through the South China Sea. Standard geopolitical analysis assumes these maneuvers are about controlling trade routes, or, as seen here, monopolizing regional fishing grounds to secure food supplies for a growing population. However, the cost of a direct war with the United States over lanes that already serve the Chinese economy would lead to immediate financial collapse. The cost of physically altering the ocean floor also defies commercial logic. Dredging reefs to build artificial landmasses requires a level of capital investment that far exceeds the value of local resources. Beijing's primary strategic focus remains thousands of meters below the waves, in a domain hidden from the view of merchant vessels. The rapid expansion across these waters supports a classified military doctrine centered on nuclear security. Nuclear deterrence relies on the concept of mutually assured destruction. To prevent an attack, a nation must prove that even after a devastating first strike, it possesses a hidden reserve capable of a retaliatory blow. This is known as a second strike capability. Land-based missile silos can be mapped by satellites, and air bases can be cratered by precision strikes. This makes nuclear submarines a nation's most durable insurance policy. They can remain submerged and undetected from mugs, ensuring the deterrent stays viable. China's eastern coastline is boxed in by a chain of islands occupied by U.S. security partners, from Japan down to the Philippines. The immediately surrounding Yellow Sea and East China Sea are relatively shallow, lacking the depth needed to mask a large vessel. In these conditions, a massive nuclear submarine is as easy to track as a whale in a swimming pool. U.S. sonar arrays and surveillance drones can monitor their movements almost the moment they leave port. Without access to deep water, a submarine fleet is vulnerable to a preemptive strike, neutralizing China's entire nuclear deterrence strategy. While the coastlines are shallow, the South China Sea's central basin suddenly plunges to depths of over 4,000 meters. These deep water trenches provide acoustic protection. In the darkness, a submarine can operate with nearly total anonymity. On the southern tip of Hainan Island, China built a naval facility with direct access to these deep waters. It allows their fleet to bypass the shallow coastal traps and submerge into the basin immediately. This deep water access is the primary deployment method for China's advanced nuclear-armed submarines, moving them quickly into a strike position that is difficult to monitor. The multi-billion-dollar artificial islands constructed throughout the region provide the defensive roof for this underwater fortress. The radar systems and long runways on these reefs allow Beijing to monitor the air and the surface. This creates a protective umbrella designed to keep American anti-submarine aircraft out of the region. This creates a bastion, a heavily guarded sanctuary where a nuclear fleet can survive and remain ready to strike back. Washington and its allies view these developments as a challenge to international order, using maritime patrols to challenge what they see as illegal territorial expansion. From Beijing's perspective, these same islands are a defensive necessity, built to shield their nuclear deterrent from a catastrophic first strike. Diplomatic resolutions remain elusive because both sides are operating on entirely different strategic requirements for the same physical space. These atolls have been converted into fortified rings, designed to secure the water they enclose rather than facilitate open commercial trade. The radar arrays and military infrastructure provide the physical coverage required to ensure a nuclear deterrent remains viable. The strategic weight of the South China Sea resides in the darkness of the deep water trenches, where a silent standoff determines the balance of global power.